Hello Stampin' Friends, this is Jeannie Moss. I'd like to welcome you to my studio here in the Bluegrass state of Kentucky. Today we're going to be making this little card, a little friend card. The products that I am using for this card came from a collection that was offered back in November 2022. It came with the framed Florets bundle, which is in the January to April 2023 mini catalog. So there's the stamp set and the dies. So this is still available. But in November, it also came with a Christmas stamp set, framed and festive. It came with DSP or designer series paper. And there were several different patterns. I'm just going to show you this quickly. This is no longer available, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. And a set of embellishments. So those were in the collection, and I offered everyone who purchased the complete collection a free class, and this was one of the projects that we made in that class. So I'm not going to subject you to all the stamping and cutting. I'm just going to show you how it was made. So I started with a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5. We're just going to fold it in half for our card base. I like to use my bone folder to get a nice crease. And then we have a piece of Balmy Blue. This is 3 3/4 by 5, so it's a 1/4 inch smaller than our card front. And I don't know how well you can see this, but I have embossed it with one of the new embossing folders from the online exclusive collection. So this is a set of 3 embossing folders. The one that I used, which is kind of a crosshatch pattern. There's a pattern, I'm hoping you can see that, with some flowers, stars, be pretty for poinsettias, and then a polka dot one. So these 3 are in this set. It's called Basics 3D Embossing Folders, and those are online only. So if you go to my website and under the Products tab, you'll see a section for online exclusives, and that's where you'll find those. So I'll just be taking this piece of embossed cardstock, and I'm going to layer that right onto my card front. And I'm going to center it. And then I've taken a piece of that DSP from the collection. This was one side, which you're going to see more of in a future project. And this was the side. I cut a panel that was 5 1/4 by 4. So just slightly smaller than our card front. And then I used the dies. I used this die, which punches the little hearts. So this one just punches out the hearts. And then I used this die, which cut out the center or inside the hearts. So this piece is actually a leftover from that. And this piece, which I'm not going to be using today. So I'm going to put those aside, but those are the 2 dies that you need to get this look. I took my dimensionals and I put dimensionals 1 in each corner. And if you have questions about using the die cutting machine, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or anything that I'm showing you today, please let me know. I know most people know how to use that, and I try to keep my videos to 15 minutes or less. So we're just going to put that right on the front of the card. And this is some beautiful ribbon. This is called frayed ribbon. It's in white, so you can see it is a frayed ribbon. I'm going to use that. I've just cut a small piece of that I'm going to put right here on the bottom corner. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal to do that. Putting that on. I've got a little piece of white that I've used the stamp that says, "So lucky to call you friend." And I've stamped that in Balmy Blue on that little strip. And I'm going to adhere this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue under this end, and then because this is popped up, I'm going to put a dimensional under this end. So this is going to have two different adhesives. It's got a little bit of a dimensional, and then we've got put a little bit of glue on that other end. So I'll just put that right across. And then I took the flowers. Now the flowers came from this sheet of paper, and I just fussy cut out this flower, which is the one I wanted to use. That was this one, I think. But there are also options that you could cut with the dies from this set. So if you don't like to fussy cut, you could have used the die. It'll cut out these. Let's see, here we go. So I could have cut those. It'll also cut out some of the lighter colored flowers. So if you don't like to fussy cut, there are other options. I liked these flowers, so I just fussy cut those out. And I'm going to just apply those, apply this with dimensionals. And because I'm sticking it on that ribbon, I'm gonna use 3 dimensionals. So it's good and sticky. And I'm just gonna layer that right across there. And then the only other thing I did was add some rhinestones. So I've just taken, I cut my rhinestones apart by sizes. So I've just taken rhinestones and my take your pick tool, and I've added rhinestones to this card, and that is all there is to it. So this is a very easy card, and I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can reach me at bluegrassstamper@gmail.com. If you'd like to see more projects, I have a website, www.bluegrassstamper.com. I'd love to see you over there. Thanks for joining me. Bye.